Alright, as you guys can see here, I already got one of the lights out. It's kind of a pain. I can't really show from the angle I want that you can see, so you're just going to have to kind of watch from the outside, I guess. So these bolts here, they're going to be a 13 millimeter head, or the nut, I mean, right here. And to access these, once the bracket is on, all you really have to do is kind of reach up behind the wheel liner. And since these are kind of like a little like captured bolt type scenario, you kind of have to keep downward tension on these when you're trying to unscrew the stuff. Alright. So that one's loosened up. All you gotta do is push that screw up slightly so you can pull this out of the housing, which probably isn't going to happen. So when you guys go to take these apart right here, this little plastic or nylock nut, it's like a really odd size. It's in between 3/8 and a 10 millimeter, but the 3/8 seems to work the best for this. And then the Allen head is a 4, a metric size 4 Allen head, so you're just gonna kind of wedge this on here, like so. And with the Allen head, you're gonna loosen it, so. So it's just gonna be like this. There you go. That's all set. Then you're gonna put the other C1 bracket on. So like I said, with this bracket here, you're gonna align it the opposite way that you would for the SSC2. So instead of going the correct orientation, which would be this way, you're gonna have to mount it with that tongue facing backwards, which will be this way, and that's gonna give you the most vertical elevation adjustments. So there you go. You're gonna take this, the 4 millimeter Allen head screw, just gonna pass it through. You're gonna take your little nylock, like whatever size nut this is, really odd, and you're just gonna screw that back into place. Once you get it kind of hand tight, same thing. You're gonna take your 3/8 wrench. You're gonna get it in there. You're gonna make sure this is gonna tighten and not loosen, and you're just gonna tighten this up. You're gonna get it pretty snug. I wouldn't say very snug, but pretty snug though. To the point where it's hard to adjust, but you can still get like some small adjustments in there once it's on the truck. Because once you put it in there, you're not really gonna have access to it. So, but you can still articulate it a little bit, but not too much. So I want it to sit with the other one, so about right like that. Here is the SSC2 bracket that comes on the light, and then this one right here is the the C1 bracket right here. And you can see the difference in height. So it's going to actually sit inside the bracket perfectly with the C1. With the SSC2 bracket that it comes with, it sits up a little bit high. And right here, you actually put the bracket backwards to allow it to articulate correctly. And on this one, the bracket's going to be facing the other way, the one that it comes with. That little tongue goes forward. But on this, you can't mount it that way. It won't allow me to. So I have to mount it this way to be able to get articulation. So here's like a side profile here. Whoops. Hopefully that stays. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Alright. So here you go. As you guys can see from the side. Alright, so I got that in. So this actually will work out a little bit easier. You can actually angle this in get it in from the front. And we just gotta get the washer, lock washer, and the 13mm nut. And get up behind there. Try to pressure on this down. Because I want that forward facing, as forward facing as possible. That looks pretty good. And same thing, you're gonna grab the washer, lock washer, and your 13mm nut. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get this one in the same way. Hoping I can. Yeah, I can. That's good. And I'll angle this one probably outwards, so it's going to be sitting a little right there, and then we'll just kind of, that looks pretty good there. That one will go forward, this one. And I could tuck this one all the way back, like that, and have them both pretty forward facing, but I think I want this one to face outwards a little bit, just a tad, like that. Now obviously this won't be as clean as the, I think it's Fox Lighting Solutions or something like that. They have one that goes into this cutout. It's an actual plastic bezel where these would sit, and they sit a little bit further back. But the downside to that is you can't really aim them. But I don't know. I don't have them. I don't plan on buying them because I already have this. But it's another option. So once that's in, like I said, take your washer, lock washer, 13mm nut. Kind of a pain to do this without being able to see. So I got everything on it. That's what I was talking about earlier. You can still kind of aim these slightly. So I think that looks pretty solid there for coverage. It's not going to hit this light too much. And you can probably honestly bring that up a little bit. Let's see if I can get in there. I might have to do it afterwards. Once it's tightened. I like these though because there's a lot of articulation. I mean, I could do it like that, but then a lot of this beam is going to be hitting that, so I feel like, and if I did it like that, I mean, that's obviously way too far out. It'd have to be something like, probably something like that. I think that would be acceptable. Because I'm looking at this, and this cutoff is about, I want this beam to go here. I don't want there to be wasted light, really. So I should be able to tighten that up now. Feel my way around here. Yeah, I'm gonna do this for a while. Alright, now aim this one. It's a little bit tighter now. I should be able to. something like, probably something like this. There we go. Got the elevation pretty good. I want to kind of try to adjust this one up a little bit more if I can. Actually, now that's facing up. It's too high. So I think that's pretty good there. Find out later. Once I go to try to aim these a little bit better. Alright, so here you can see the DRLs are on, obviously. And then right here is going to be the backlights for the diode fog lights. It's nice, deep amber color. It's actually pretty bright too, but there's that. And then I'll turn on the headlights and the fog lights here. It might kind of blow out the camera, but just to give you guys an idea of the lighting, I will get you guys night shots from inside the cab and multiple angles from outside the cab, and drive up maybe 25 feet from a wall so you guys can see the cutoff line for the diode fog lights. And here I'm going to be putting the fog lights and the headlights on, and the cutoff for that is super clean. You guys will see later on.